Hello guys, it's me, the Guide Knight, and welcome to I think it's part 6 of my Ninja Run tutorial. It's a 2D platformer where you command this, not command, but operate as this nice little girl here. And we are climbing pipes. So far we're only climbing because last time this is where we ended. Basically there is this ascending path and there is nothing except this one. So basically we have two issues to fix in this episode. We're gonna fix the issue on the left side where the path just ends and we fall. And we're also gonna add a descending path. So hopefully this won't be that long of an episode and we can do it quickly. So let me just go to the script object and then find the simple dynamic level, right? And here we have this generate ascending path. And for the generate descending path, we have a pass here. So what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to copy everything here. And I'm going to check if it even makes sense. All right, so for the ascending path, like we need to have this, right? This the first pipe, then going down, and then this one. This is called, I think, left and bottom, and this is top and right. So curve left bottom. And what does it say? Identifier Y. All right, we have the current Y. We're gonna replace this with a Y. Curve left bottom, then we're gonna have the vertical bolt, and then we're gonna have curve top to the right. So top, right. And we also need to adjust the Y position. So if we put some boxes here, right? Imagine those are nice little boxes that are actually the same size. And yeah, never mind that. So we are in this position, right? This is the X and Y we are getting into. And then we are adding different elements, but we're only moving down. And this means that we only need to change the Y position. And that is to increment it, because if you remember, Y to the bottom is incrementing and going to the top is decrementing. So it's actually, we are adding stuff in normal language. So if I only do this, will it work? I guess we will find out. But let me first make sure we can have this vertical descending path by putting an elif here. And let's say if, okay, so we have 85. If we have roughly 30% chance for going down and the rest is going up, or maybe we want to have like more chance of going down because flying is more fun. So let's give only like 30% chance of going up. So if it's less than 70, then we will generate an ascending path. So I'm just copying the current this line basically, and I will just replace the ascending path with the method descending path, right? And all right, so we have 15% chance for generating an ascending path and a lot of chance for generating. Okay, maybe that's not ideal what we wanted. So let's give over 50% chance of generating a normal path so that it can run a little bit more, right? So 15% chance for ascending path. Then we have 30% chance for descending path and 55% chance basically of the horizontal path. Let's see if this works. Yeah, it seems that we are stuck here. I don't even know how this happened. But basically, you see that this kind of works, right? Maybe we can tweak it a little bit later. But for now, it's fine. I mean, it's random. So technically, if I switch the seed, basically, the only thing we actually need to do is just use the seed value here. And I actually can put it in the ready function because it's global for all the randoms, I guess. and it is set seed for the random number generator. I think this should work. If I use 1, I get this, like remember how it looks. And if I use 2, I should get something else. Yeah, it looks different. Like this was going up and now it's going down. Yeah, maybe we can do something to not like have those like, but for now, I mean, it's fine so far. But there is one more problem, right? The problem is on the left side, we still have this thing. And I would like us to have this stopper. So I will use this and add a function called generate stop batch. For this function, I'm also going to use an X and a Y. And what this function will basically do is it will, let me just delete everything here. It will have several, can I copy that? Paint. Lo and behold, my amazing drawing skills in GIMP. All right, so we'll start here probably, and it will generate basically this path, right? So that our person, this guy, cannot jump out and fall to their inevitable doom, right? So this means that this function will have a lot of manual steps. And what we can do is, first of all, define how big this thing would like to be, and also how long this thing we would like to be, because those are like the variables that we can manipulate easily. And we'll call this horizontal size and vertical size. So let me define horizontal size. Let's say it's 5. So there is also the vertical size. It will be a little bit more, 10, because we kind of can jump further, and that will be easy to jump over if we have like high jump abilities or whatnot. So 10 is fine. And let's catch the batch here, because we also want to clean it up afterwards, right? We don't want to have garbage anywhere lying around. So we can copy this function, for instance, this line. Basically, this is batch.append add pipe, and it adds that's a pipe to the x and y, right? So we will add a pipe here in the start x and y, and it's gonna be what kind of pipe it will be? It will be like curve top to the right. I think this thing is called the curve top right. So curve top right. And then what we need to do is we need to change the y value, right? Because imagine that we are actually let me maybe delete this a little bit. Imagine that we are here, right? We are in this location here, and when we add this pipe, we are actually only moving upwards by 1 square. So this is again only changing the y position by 1. So this means that I will decrement the y by 1. Then I'm going to append another one. So I will I can actually add custom like pipes to have a little bit different look and feel. Maybe this we'll do later on, but for now I will just use the horizontal bolt, right? And I will add it for as many times as I need, right? So the range will be in a for loop for I in range, and then I will use the vertical size, so from 0 to 10 in that case, and I will be adding this thing, horizontal bolt. And after each new pipe, I want to move the y position by 1, right? Because it moves 1, then 1 more, and then 1 more. This would be like 10 times. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you get it. You got what I mean, right? This guy kind of looks like it's being hanged, so let me set him free. and destroy a little bit of his head, but it's fine, it's fine, it's alright, he doesn't mind. So after all, we are at this square, right? After we have added all our vertical positions and vertical pipes, we are this pipe, and now we want to add a pipe that is, I think it's bottom right, it's curve bottom right. So I'm going to add here a pipe, curve bottom right. All right, I already have it here. So it's now what we need to do is we've just finished the pipes. So we need to add the horizontal pipes. In that case, we're going to just add another for loop. You can type it or copy it. I like copying code that sometimes it's much faster. Sometimes it is causing a lot of mistakes and bugs because there is something in the old code, for instance, that you didn't notice and thought it was fine, but it was not. And yeah, so if you have the time, type it yourself. Otherwise, make sure just to copy it and look over it. So we are now going from I to the horizontal size. So from 0 to 5, not including, so basically 5 steps. And in that case, we are going to add the horizontal bolt, yeah, but this is actually vertical bolt, right? Yeah, I think this is vertical bolt, yeah, because it's going up and the horizontal bolt should be here. The horizontal bolt should be here in the end. So when we have that, technically we should have this whole pipe set up, and we just need to add it somewhere, right? So for now, I'm going to create a new variable called stop batch. And the stop batch will be basically, it will be actually on the left side of the left batch, right? So let's put it first. And I will just call the dedicated method we just created, generate stop batch. And the X position will be, okay, let me just copy it, not copy, but okay, this is the left batch is starting at current X minus batch size and new current X. So it's on the left side, okay. So this thing needs to have a start X position, right? The start X position should be this, maybe -1. And let me check what the Y position should be. Yeah, so we need to figure out basically the Y position, right? We currently have only the X position, and we need the Y position. And a trivia question: do you know what the Y position should be? Yes, it should be, if you guessed basically the Y position of the leftmost batch, then you are correct, because this is like the end of the leftmost batch, and this is basically the start position of the leftmost batch, right? And this is the start X and Y, and here we need the Y position. Basically this is the Y axis, and this is the Y position, right? We don't need the X, we need the X -1, so we're going on the left side. So in order for me to do that, I will move this actually to the end. And I will also make a function, or maybe let's just make a function, because functions are nice. I like having functions. And then I will call it get start Y. And I will receive a batch for this. The get start Y will return the, we can check, we can add some checks, like if the batch is null and so on, but maybe let's not bother with that for now. If we have some issues, we can do that later on. But basically what we can do is we can use the properties of the dictionary, right? So we're going to get at the 0th position, like the first item in the batch, we're going to return its Y position. And for this, I have the my left batch, and for the Y position of the stop batch, I'm going to use the get start Y and then call it with the left batch. So what I'm doing here is I created this small function. I can actually replace this directly. Let me just copy it and show you basically how to just quickly look. If I did it without the function, basically I can just code this, and this will mean I'm calling the 0th element of the dictionary, and I'm getting the y property, which will be my y value for this. But I think this one looks a little bit nicer with the function. There are still some problems, and I won't start it yet, because I kind of messed up the generate stop batch function. And I would like you to maybe pause the video, look at the code here. And I think that there are at least two problems here. Actually, there are three different problems. And maybe you can tell me what you think that those are. Like, stop the video and look at it. So I hope you did that because it's really nice to think about like the issues, and those things can give you clarity of an overview of the whole situation. So first of all, I'm already decreasing the y position, right? We are actually here in this amazingly clear graph right now. We're moving here one to the left, so we're moving to the x position, but this is our basically start position, so that's fine. Then we're decreasing the y position, we're moving up, and then we forget to actually increase the x position, because from this point on, from this like square, we start increasing the x position, and here it's increased by 2. In our case, to be increased by 5. So I add the curve bottom right. So this is the curve bottom right. This square here. I can maybe change the colors to something that you can actually see. Like this square here is the curve bottom right. And here I would also like to decrement the y position, because here we are removing, reducing the y position yet. But at this point for the horizontal boat, we are already increasing the x position, right? Because this is adding those pipes, and we are adding the x values here. So in the end, we also need to return the batch. Currently, that doesn't matter, because we are assigning it to a value that we never use. But if we want to actually clean it, this will be needed. And if you want to like get its y position and so on, I currently don't really like how we are using kind of a global variable here for the current y position, but we're passing in. Yeah, never mind. I guess it's not the cleanest approach. I don't know if I am going to fix it, but just letting you know that there may be a better solution. If you're interested, let me know. I can try to clean it up. So now let's try to see what we have, right? And it looks like this. All right, what do we have here? We have the start, and then we have some elements up, and then we have this. Like, why is it on top? Can you guess? Let me show you the code again. Why? Why is this thing, like the vertical boat, why are they starting on top? Because actually, at this point, when we are adding this like pipe, right, we are not decreasing the y position, but we actually want to start increasing the x position. So this is wrong. And what this means is that we just need to change the minus x, y minus 1 to change it to basically x plus 1. So if we actually start it now, it should look like this. So quite cool. I mean, we can still jump over it in this case. If I change the seed, this may no longer be the case. So let me try it out. Yeah, no longer the case. I cannot jump over it anymore. And I can glide here. But let me see. Oops. What happened? Like, why is it gone? And what's that? So basically, what happened here is that we didn't regenerated, right? So we need to also go here on player location, and because we will not do this, we can delete it, because we basically have our stop batch, and that's what should prevent us from going too much to the left, right? So here I will try to now clear also the stop batch. This will remove it from from the memory basically, and then we need to also redraw it, right? So let me go here and copy what we have it. So we are generating the right batch, the left batch is already generated, and if we do this, we will, okay, basically what we need here is, we can also add a function that's called getStartX, right? GetStartX, it's much nicer, I would say. And if I just replace this thing, if you remember, this is basically the startx of the left batch. If I replace this thing with getStartX of the left batch -1. So right now, I can reuse this bot at the bottom. And now I'm basically starting at the start position of the left batch, -1, so 1 to the left. And then I'm starting at the Y position of the left batch. And this should be my stop batch. So let me try it out. Okay, now we have it. And at a certain point, we will reach, seems to be regenerating, right? You actually saw it probably. So there we go. Sometimes we tend to get stuck. I think I will check it out maybe next tutorial. And next tutorial we're also going to, that's really annoying. Next time we're also going to fire our kunai, like the knife, and maybe also try to add some robots, the enemies. Let's see how far we go along. So stay tuned, and if you have any questions or any comments, please let me know. Thank you for watching, as always. I hope you did enjoy it. I think that there are still some glitches to be fixed, like I don't really like how the player is behind the pipes. Actually, you can fix that really easy by going to the world and moving the player before, like in front of the simple dynamic level. Then our player should be in front of the pipes, but they are still falling, so I'll figure it out next time. So thank you guys for watching. Stay awesome, as I know you are. And be healthy, be cool, and have a great day, or evening, or morning. Bye bye.